there. Hello, we're going to read The Emperor's New Clothes. This story is written by Rosie Greening and illustrated by Clare Fennell, and the publisher is Make Believe Ideas Limited. So let's find out what happens. So here's Emperor Claude here. Emperor Claude liked buying suits, expensive clothes and glitzy boots. He even had a classy pair of gleaming golden underwear. The Emperor held a ball each year, where he would rudely gloat and jeer. "My clothes cost more than yours," he'd brag. "Your cloak looks like a plastic bag." Claude shows off without a care. He's got a lot of clothes to wear. But one day Claude was in despair. "These cloaks are all too bland and bare. I need new clothes for my next ball. I am the Emperor after all." Some clever robbers stood nearby and overheard Claude give his cry. "Let's play a trick," said Flo to Rose, "and claim that we make special clothes." Claude thinks all the suits are bare. Will he find new clothes to wear? They dressed as tailors right away. They went to talk to Claude that day. "For 20 bags of gold," Flo said, "we'll weave some clothes from glittering thread." "What kind of clothes?" cried Claude with glee. Said Rosie, "They're clothes that fools can't see. The floaty fabric's light as air. It feels like wearing underwear." Claude believes the clever pair. Will he find new clothes to wear? "How glorious," the Emperor said. "Please get to work. I'm off to bed." He left them in a pleasant room with glistening gold and one big loom. But what Claude simply didn't know was neither thief could even sew. They played with all their gold instead, but slept once it was time for bed. Claude gives them some gold to share. Will he find new clothes to wear? And here's the big golden loom. Before too long, Claude wished to peek at all the clothes they'd made that week. He sent his clever friend called Clare to check the cloth weaved by the pair. But when Clare glanced inside the room, the robbers flew back to the loom. They flicked their fingers through the air, pretending cloth was flowing there. Can you see them? They're pretending to sew clothes and there's nothing there. Clare peeks in and gets a scare. Will Claude find new clothes to wear? Clare looked around in gloom and dread. She couldn't glimpse a single thread. "Oh no," thought Clare, "what do I do? If Claude thinks I'm a fool, I'm through." So Clare flew back to Emperor Claude and lied. "The clothes look great, my lord. The cloak is blue and very chic. It's perfect for your ball next week." Emperor Claude believes young Clare. Will he find new clothes to wear? So Claude ran in to see them too, but there was no clothes in his view. If Clare could see the cloth, thought he, she's not a fool, it's only me. The two sly robbers laughed at Claude. They asked him, "Are you pleased, my lord?" The Emperor claimed, "I like them all. I'll be the best dressed at the ball." Claude's confused. There's nothing there. Will he find new clothes to wear? The day came for Claude's royal ball, and people flocked into the hall. They clustered round on tippy toes to see the Emperor's magic clothes. Some guessed he'd wear a glitzy suit, another pictured glitzy boots, but every guest there knew the rule and hoped that they were not a fool. Soon the guests are everywhere. Will Claude find new clothes to wear? When Claude arrived, he struck a pose to show off all his brand new clothes. The guests glanced up, then had to stare. Claude was in his underwear. But no one laughed as Claude walked by. Instead, the guests began to lie. What classy cloth, what glitzy thread, your clothes are glorious, they said. Claude is in his underwear, will he find new clothes to wear? At last, Claude passed a boy called Fred, who didn't care what others said. Fred giggled, then he shrieked with glee.